You can start now.
Okay, so good morning, all. Good morning, all, my dear students. How are you all doing? I hope you are doing great. Good. I'm also doing great. So, now, before going to the topic, I would like to share a beautiful lines about importance of time and priorities that we must give in life. So, I'm displaying a PPT. Yes. So, success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love what you are doing or learning to do. What does that mean? If you want to be successful in your life, it doesn't come overnight, right? You must do hard work for it. And also perseverance. What is the meaning of perseverance? Like not giving up yourself even during the difficult times. Okay, so learning, constant learning and maintaining consistency in the learning process is very important. And studying, so if you want to become a successful person and attain what you desire, your goals or aims, you must study, right? So, consistency in studying, procedure, and sacrifice, like sacrificing what you like sometimes sleep before exams and sacrificing the fun with your friends sometimes. So, and most of all, love what you're doing. Try to love whatever you're doing, like study and focusing it, love it or learning to do. So all these elements are key elements the way to get of the success. So now, as we are talking about studies and exams, let me give you few tips for exams. Like create good study habits. So creating such habits are most important to reach the goal. Plan properly and for peak performance. So you have to design a proper plan before your exams. So how to study, when to study, how much syllabus to be covered in the particular specific time duration. So try to plan it and follow your plan. Whatever the plan that you designed, so try to follow it appropriately and accurately without giving up. Okay, set priorities. Give priorities first. Like there's always more to do than what you have time for. So give priorities which is important and leave unimportant things behind. And overcome procrastination. What is the meaning of procrastination here? Which means delaying something. For example, if you have exam in the next week, instead of studying from right week today itself, delaying it like let me read for the evening or night, or I'll do it from tomorrow onwards or day after tomorrow onwards. Like delaying constantly, avoid this. So look back from the future. So now you are studying ninth class, right? Which means you're 13 years old. What will you do after 10 years when you're 23 years old? When you look back, it shouldn't be gloomy, right? You shouldn't regret for what you haven't done. So try to do things properly, appropriately with planning properly and put them into practice. Never give up. So, I would like to tell you a few good habits, study habits. So, as your exams are going to come, let's do this. Okay. First, work when it's best. Work when it's best, which means study when your energy is highest. If you are most alert in morning, then schedule difficult subjects like math or science during that time. Don't force late night studies if you're sleepy. Okay, ma. Next, plan your time. Use a timetable or planner to allocate time for each task. For example, set 10 to 11 a.m. for revision and then 11:30 to 12 p.m. for making tasks like peer reading or combined studies or asking questions to your friends in such a manner. Okay, next, ask questions. What kind of questions? Don't hesitate to clarify your doubts. While you're studying, you may get n number of doubts. Don't hesitate to ask your teachers. Keep your own notes, materials, and study space neat. If your environment is neat and clean, then your mind obviously becomes neat and acquire knowledge. Okay, give arrange books by subject in folders. Keep your desk clean and ready to use. uh, get then stay organized. So whatever the doubts you have get clarified, and then stay organized. Organize it properly, and then lower your resistance. What does this mean, lower your resistance? Push through initial laziness or procrastination. Of course, when we hold books, sometimes we feel like, Abba, should I read now? So try to avoid this kind of initial laziness or procrastination. So instead of saying, I don't feel like studying, tell yourself, I'll just study for 5 minutes and then 10 minutes. So increase the duration of the study, then definitely, you will get into set. Okay, practice the law of the farm. What does this mean? Practice the law of, sorry, it's not law, it's law. Law of the farm. Like farming, like success needs daily effort, right? Not cramming. Now, a farmer waters plants daily. Similarly, revise daily instead of studying everything one night before the exam. Got it? And manage your time wasters. Like avoid distractions like chit chatting with friends. Like now you don't have access to phone or any electronic gadgets, but you have friends beside you, right? Avoid such distractions, continuously chit-chatting and indulging in such activities. Turn off these chit-chatting kinds of things, especially when you have exams. Okay, next, look at your goals. Next one, what it is, look at your goals. Like keep your long-term goal in mind to stay motivated. Like stick a note on your wall. I want to become a doctor, or I want to become an engineer, or I want to be on top. I should something kind of positive quotations on the wall. Stick to it. Okay, so motivate yourself. Writing this exam matters to me a lot. So this is self motivation, and then isolate yourself. What is the term meaning isolation? Isolate. Find a quiet, private space to study, like study in a room alone, or use headphones. Now you may not have access to headphones, but put some kind of cotton in your ear so that you won't listen to any other distractions, and so that you can block out such distractions and completely focus on your books. Okay, so find such quiet place and read. And next one, finish waiting more, sorry, wanting more. It's finish wanting more. What does that mean? So don't stop waiting for right mood. Okay, from tomorrow I will be on right mood, so I'll start studying from tomorrow, or else day after tomorrow. So avoid such delays or procrastinations, and wanting for more. And for example, see, that's what. Don't say I will start for after lunch. Or I will start after having snacks in the evening. After I will start after dinner. So such kinds of things. Okay, time box it. What is this time box it? Set fixed time limits for tasks, ma. For example, I will solve 10 English questions in 20 minutes, or else I will solve 10 mathematic questions in half an hour. In a step, once time is up. So try to fix such limits to complete the tasks. Okay, so time box it. And the next one is use capture tools. What is this capture tools, like using sticky notes or planners, record ideas and reminders. You may forget whatever the syllabus to be completed, you may forget. So to avoid such things, try to write it on a paper, stick to any board or the cover page of the book so that you won't forget. Okay. So next one, drink water. Do not forget to drink water. Stay hydrated because health is very important. So it also helps you to focus better and memorize things. So it improves your memory also. Keep a water bottle near your study desk and sip every 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, drink water. And next, add on. What is this add on? Build habits by attaching them to existing routines. So, for example, after brushing your teeth in the morning, sit for 15 minutes to revise yesterday's topic. So, add on. Got it. Next, sell it to yourself. Convince yourself that studying is helpful and meaningful. Tell yourself this lesson will help me to get a good job, to get good marks. I'm investing in my future in such a way. Okay, talk to yourself positively. Practice selective listening. Practice selective listening. Like focus on important points in lectures or videos. For example, while watching an English grammar video or English class, ignore stories or focus on the rule explanations and examples. Focus on the points or detailed points. So, in such a way, try to practice selective listening. Okay. And next, do something for someone else. For example, helping others makes you feel better and reinforces your learning, right? So, if your friend have a doubt, so try to clarify it. Explain a concept to your classmate. It also improves your understanding and builds confidence, right? So, next, do something for your for someone else. So, all these no habits makes you a good student to become successful in your examination. So work when it's best, plan your time, ask questions whenever you have doubts, ask your teachers or tutors or friends, get it clarified. Then stay organize properly, set your books in a neat manner, lower your resistance, don't get drained easily, talk to yourself positively, practice the law of form, like revise the subjects daily. As a farmer is watering the plant daily, revise it, study daily, not only before the exam, you have to start studying daily itself. Manage your time wasters. So don't indulge yourself continuously, chit chatting. Look at your goals, isolate yourself, find out a peaceful place, finish wanting more. Time box it, set the time limitations for each subject, use capture tools, drink water, and add on, sell it to yourself. Practice selective listening. Do something for someone else. So help it. So all these good study habits makes you a good student and get success in your life. Okay, so now we will move into the topic. So I hope all these points are helpful to you. So now we will move to the topic phonetics. Phonetics. We have already seen the same simulation of PPT in the previous class. So I just want to recap the previous class. So we spoke about phonetics, which means scientific study of the physical sounds of human speech. So this simulation is all about to recap for 5 minutes. Very soon we will go into the topic. So why is phonetics important? Helps in correct pronunciation, useful in learning languages, helps in speech therapy, important in linguistics, language teaching, and forensics. Okay, so, as I've told you, linguistic. What does linguistic means? It is the scientific study of language. Okay, it helps us understand how languages work, how they are structured, how they are used. So, what sentence is used in what situation? Such kind of study words about their meanings, synonyms, antonyms, all this kind of structures, how languages work, how they change over, all that comes under linguistics. And next one, main areas of linguistics. What are the main areas? So these are very important terms. Phonetics, which means study of speech sounds. Phonology, which means study of sound patterns in the language. Morphology, which means study of word structure. So, how words are formed, how they are used in the sentence. That study is called morphology. And next, syntax. What is the syntax? Study of sentence structure. How sentences are formed? What are the types of sentences? Such study is called syntax. Semantics, which means study of meaning in language. So, language is combination of full of sentences and words. What is the meaning of the each word? That's what the study of the meaning is called semantics. And it's socio-linguistics. Socio-linguistics, which means study of how language is used in society. So in society, what kind of language we are using? So that kind of study comes under sociolinguistics. The next one, so for better understanding, I'm telling you an example, understanding why people from different regions speak the same language differently, like different English accents or Kannada dialects. Like you're all Carnatic people, right? But different districts or different people, places speak differently the same word with their slang or dialects. Next, what is forensics? So I've already told you very detailedly. I'm now skipping this part. We'll just have a glance of anyhow. So forensics means applying science to solve crimes. That's what. How it is related, this forensics linguistics to the phonetics we shall see. Um, yes, connection. This is very important. Connections like forensic linguistics is a special field where experts use language and speech analysis to help in criminal investigations. This is what the exact connection between phonetics and forensic linguistics. Okay, so now the key concepts of phonetics. So consonant one vowels, two major categories of speech sounds we have. Right, IPA, which means International Phonetic Alphabet, that I've already previously explained in the explain. So now getting into the major topic, 44 phonic sounds we have. How many, ma? 44 phonic sounds we have. So in those 44 phonic sounds, we have 24 consonant sounds. How many? 24. Very good. Next one, we have 20 vowel sounds. We have 20 vowel sounds. So now when we talk about consonant sounds, basically consonant sounds are categorized based on two features. What are those two features? One is place of articulation, which means where the sound is made in the mouth, which part you're using to pronounce that word, to utter that sound. Okay, so the place of articulation. Next one is manner of articulation, which means how the sound is made, like how air flows. So when you're shouting, then definitely you take energy from all the way from the stomach, you blow the air outside and utter the sound, right? That is manner, how you're doing that. How the sound is made. This comes under manner of articulation. And next one, by place of articulation. So first, in the first category, I'm talking about the place, what parts you use while uttering the sounds. There are seven categories. So even you have by place of articulation also you have seven categories. First one is bilabial, which means you use upper lip and lower lip, two lips. That is called bilabial. For p sound, you use only two lips. Okay, those sounds comes under bilabial. Next one is labiodental, which means you use lip and teeth. Now you use both the parts, lip and teeth of your mouth to utter a sound. Okay, next one is dental. What it is? Dental, which means you use tongue, teeth to utter sounds. So what sounds that we pronounce that we will see detailedly? Next, alveolar, which means you use tongue. Here, tongue and here the part is here, right? Ridge. These two you use to utter the sounds. Like those sounds comes under which category? Alveolar. Alveolar. Okay. Next one. Postalveolar, which means just behind the ridge. Just behind the ridge here, the ridge is there, right? Behind the ridge, you use that part to pronounce the sounds. And next one is velar. which means back of tongue plus soft palate. See your back of tongue and here upper one, this is soft palate is hit there, right? So when you're talking, the tip of the tongue goes to the palate, it touches there. So that those sounds comes under velar sounds. And next, the last one is glottal. What it is? Glottal. So what is glottal from vocal cords? What is vocal cords? Where are they? This here, if you see here, the point, this is called cords. This vocal cords helps you to pronounce the words or utter the sounds. Okay, ma, here the part, this is called vocal cords. Next one. Yes, this kind of, it seems like at the point right here, the this one is called Adam's apple. So we see mostly in men this Adam's apple. Okay, next one, this area is called vocal cords. And this one is trachea, but however, mostly we speak only about vocal cords during the study of phonetics. So next one is by manner of articulation. We have six categories. So plosives, fricatives. Why do we call plosives? Like it's like explosion of the bomb. Like how do you say boom? Right? So how do you say that? Like you use two lips, right? Similarly, you use only two lips to utter such sounds. That's why it is called plosives. And then fricatives, which means when you utter few sounds, frictions like like this kinds of sounds, friction comes from your throat. That's why it is called fricatives. And next, affricates, nasals, like air flows through nostrils and you use the nostrils to utter such sounds, that comes under nasals. Next one is laterals, and then glides, approximates. Now I'm going to focus on consonants first. Okay, now we will learn about consonants. Okay, so how many consonant sounds are there? Exactly 24 consonant sounds. Very good. So first one I told you plosives, right? Plosives. So this is how this is pronounced as h, h, h. This is pronounced as p. And this is p, p sound, where you use only two lips. P, t, t, d, t, d. Next is k, g, k, g. If you see here, ma, when you say p, you are using two lips. Both the lips touches. Here, b. This comes under bilabial sounds. You use two lips, right? Which means p comes under bilabial sounds. Whereas t, when you say t, your touches behind teeth. So that comes under t. T comes under alveolar sounds. What it is? Alveolar sounds. Remember, p, p, we call them as bilabial sounds. T, t, these are called alveolar sounds as your tongue touches behind the teeth. Next one is k, k, k. So when you say k, the back of the tongue touches your soft palate. So soft palate, that is called velar sounds. Velar. K, g, k, g. So p, b, bilabial sounds. T, d, alveolar sounds. K, g, velar sounds. So all the six sounds are called plosives. What are they called? Plosives. Next one, fricatives. What are these? See, if you see here, you may think that I've used alphabets. These are not alphabets. These are the transcription that given to speech sounds. If you see here, two slides are given, right? This symbol is kept between two slides, right? So this is phonetic transcription. So fricatives, when you pronounce this, when you utter these sounds, you make frictions. Like this is okay. This is like for example, fan, five, fought, sound, sound. This is va, vanity, fan, va sound. This is than, thought, those sound. This is sound, which means those. You do frictions when you utter these sounds. Do frictions, and this is like snake hisses, like right, like in that way. Stick, sevens sound. This is like as if the honeybee buzzes, right? Zoo, zoo, and in such a way. Okay, zebra, zoo, like that sound. When you utter these sounds, you sense friction in your throat, right? So these are called fricatives. Like this is shower, shuttle, sha sound. This is sound. Okay, and this one is her. Okay, these are called fricatives. So next one is affricates. What it is? Affricates. This here, if you see, it is pronounced as cha, chapter, chips, chunk, cheap, cha, like question. Most of us say that question, right? It's pronounced actually as question. Okay, this is ja. What is this? Jupiter, jug, ja. Next one is nasals. What it is? Nasals. Like when you pronounce these words, the air flows from the nostrils, like mm, mug, mother, manipulation, and then this is n. What it is? N. Like not, no, never, no sound. And there's a C here. Here, and it is written and it came down, right? This sound is ing, ing. Like ing means ng. We write G like this, right? So that G, it came, the tail has come like this here, if you see. So this is pronounced as ing, like sing, ng sound, ping, ng sound. So these are called nasals. What are these called? Nasals. Next one is lateral, l sound, l, light, lamp, l sound. Next one, yes, approximates. What it is? Approximates. Ra, r, v, j. These sounds are called approximants. And now, when I speak about first, I would like to deeply and detailedly explain about bilabial first. Okay, bilabial first. So bilabial, as I've told you, that it touches upper lip and lower lip, right? P, bh. What it is? P, bh. And next one, alveolar. What is that? Alveolar. So, tongue touches behind teeth, t, d, t, d. And then, velar sounds back of the tongue, soft palate, k, g, k, g. Nasals, air flows through the nose instead of mouth, m, n, ng. Next, Lateral, air flows around the slides of the tongue. L. So approximants are articulators come close together but not enough to create friction. So approximates means you can't create the friction completely, but a little similarities we have with the fricatives. R, v, j. Like you close together but not enough to create friction. Okay, so these are all about the consonants. We have 24 consonants. Once again, shall revise it. Plosive sounds. Yeah, plosive sounds, bilabial, alveolar, velar sounds, nasals, lateral, approximants. Okay, so now um, I would like to show you a few examples. So just revise the topics. I'm sharing you my board. Yes. Yes. If you see it here, few words are written here, right? So, en. For example, this one. This is a bilabial sound. P. Pen, park, help, 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 and this one is cap, cap. P sound. Pen, park, help, cap. Next one is bh sound. Bat, ball, baby, grab, grab. Okay. Next one is t sound. T sound. So t sound which comes under alveolar sound, which means we use tongue, the tongue which touches behind teeth, right? Top, t sound. Top, ten, table, table. And next one is d sound. D which comes under alveolar sound. Dog, dog, door, day, and this one is dead. Here A is missing. A, dead. Okay, so next one is ka sound. What it is? Ka. Sorry. Ka sound. So here this comes under velar sound. No, velar. How do you make that sound? Back of tongue. No, touches soft palate. Ka sound. Cat, kick, cold, cold, back, back. And next one is velar sound. Go, go, good, girl, back. In such a way. So these are all. What are all these? These are all the plosive sounds. In you represent them in like a transcription. These are the speech sounds. What are those speech sounds? Okay. So this is all about only plosives. Next, in the next class, I'll detailedly explain you about fricatives and affricates. So this is all about plosives. For today, just remember plosives, which means p sound, p, bh, t, d, k, g. Once again, I'm rewinding. There are 24 24 consonant sounds we have. In consonants, 24 consonant, we have six plosives. Today we've learned detailing about six plosives. Right? Six plosives: p, b, t, d, k, g. These are six plosives. Okay, so now I'm going to conduct a small test, very easy one with simple questions. We shall see now. Okay, I'm sharing you the screen. So, I hope you remember these terms. Okay, yes, we shall start the exam now. So, how many plosive consonant sounds are there in English? How many plosives we have? Six plosives. Like literally, we have six plosives. What are those? You already know that. P, B, T, D, K, G. Okay. Now, second one, which of the following is a plosive sound? M, P. Which one? P, M. M sound comes under nasals, right? So this is plosives. P sound. P sound. Next one is, which one of the following words contain a bilabial plosive? Which one of the following words contain a bilabial plosive? So bilabial means you use two lips, right? You use two lips. So b, bat. What it is? Bat. Next. Uh, yes. What is the place of articulation for the sound k? What is the place of articulation for the sound k? Which is velar. Velar, as I've told you, that back of the tongue touches soft palate, right? So the answer is velar. Okay. Next one, the sound bh, 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 bh. Bh is produced by tongue touches behind the teeth or closing the lips. I've told you that bh, ph are bilabial sounds. Like bilabial, which means you utter the sounds using both the lips, right? So the answer is closing both the lips. Okay. Next, which of the following is not a plosive sound? We've learned that p, p, t, d, k, k are plosive sounds. What is this? Ch. So the answer is cha. Okay. So we shall see the answers. We have six plosives. P comes under plosive sound. And next, bh, which is bilabial plosive. You use two lips to pronounce this word bh, this sound bh. Next one is, which is the place of articulation for the sound k? Velar. Velar, which means use back of the tongue and soft palate. Okay. Next one is sound. The sound bh produced by closing both the lips, and which is not the following of a plosive sound. Cha. So today we have learned about plosives. In the next class, we'll learn about fricatives and affricates. So p, p, t, d, k, g are plosive sounds, six plosive sounds. So this is all about phonetics today, which is consonants. One of the categories in consonants is plosives. We've learned about six sounds of plosives, right? So this is the class of plosives for today. Thank you all, my dear students. Thank you, teachers. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Yes. Uh, dead. 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 Yes, sorry. DEAD. Yeah. Thank you so much for correcting me. Uh, yes. Yes. Dead spelling DEAD. Yeah. Thank you. Um, so, this is all about today's class. Thank you, all, my dear students, teachers. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Vidya Shakti. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.